What's up, YouTube? Welcome back again to Nubby's Number Factory. I hope you have... Ooh, click Nubby. Yeah, that's true. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Nubby videos so far. The Number Factory videos are incredibly fun to make. Let's jump onto a Baloney Tony. 3, 2, 1 timer. I hope you guys have honestly enjoyed a lot of the videos. This video is being recorded a couple hours after the previous video. The previous video, I mentioned I wanted to talk about F1 because I saw the movie recently and it was very good. So there is a spoiler alert for that. I'm going to try to not just give out raw plot points too much. I'm going to try to talk more about, like, I don't know, like the meaning behind different parts of the movie and whatnot. So, like, you know, bear with me with that. It's a good one. It was a good one. And we're also going to try to freaking speedrun Baloney Tony, of course, because... you know, why are we here? It's obviously to speedrun Baloney Tony. Can we hit the 32? Mother... Alright. Wow, we suck, apparently. How are we we have a cheese house! Oh, it's freaking 3 pegs half because we're Baloney Tony. Alright, hold up. We're gonna restart. I'm a moron. I didn't read any of the items or anything. Previous video, I recorded a couple hours ago. After recording it, I went over to get breakfast. I went to a breakfast place that I have driven by a dozen times and never gone into. It was not good. It was not good. I wasn't a big fan of it. Alright, now let's see. 2-peg pop cheese house. See, that's the type of cheese house. That's the type of cheese house I was looking for. And here's a 2-peg pop tardigrade. This world is going to be amazing. 2-peg pop cheese house is now our thumbnail. And it is now our... what's the word for it? Mascot. It is the mascot of the run. 2-peg pop cheese house. Heck yeah, brother. Heck freaking yeah, dude. Good cheese house. Pat, 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 pat. Yeah, the breakfast wasn't that good. I got a skillet. I got like a breakfast skillet. Had some, you know, standard stuff. Potato, peppers, whatever. But it was hash browns. It wasn't like a potato skillet. It was like a breakfast skillet, so it was hash browns. It wasn't that good. Item 1 triggers 10 times. Will cause everything else to trigger. 5 pegs how? Nah, this is way better. Pretty darn good, honestly. 2-peg pop, 10-peg how, 2-peg pop, 3 how. We need to get a freaking, we need to get a seal up in here, dude. I'm thinking we get... We did one run without the straw, but I think we don't get rid of the straw. Let's get Squirmy to evolve. Just because we're like... That's kind of our job, is to just get Squirmies to evolve. You know? Item 6 triggers 4 times. Put you on 6. Put you on 3. 5-peg pop. Dancing Dino? We can have Dancing Dino Tardigrade. That's insane. That's wow. Oh, man. That's almost perfect Dino, perfect Tardigrade. We won't make that the thumbnail. This is a cheese house thumbnail. Now, if both were 2-peg pop, I'd be quite torn with who gets the thumbnail spot. I would be very, very torn, but I think it's cheese house today. Anyways, what was I talking about? The breakfast wasn't that good. It was just lackluster. The glass of orange juice I got was very small. Yeah, glass of orange juice was small. Number 1. The flip floppity, flip flop. What am I saying? Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I malfunctioning right now? Again? Like always? What did you become? Item 3 triggers 3 times? Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, anyways. Black market key. Give me a black market key, please. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know, the breakfast doesn't matter. It just wasn't that good. But I wanted to try a new place. I like to, I try to experience new things. It's kind of the whole vibe, you know? It's kind of the vibe we're going for at this point. You know, out here living that life. You know, you get one of them. Did you know that? Anyways, it wasn't the best place. I'm I'm gonna do more research on it. It is sometimes it's fun, like, the research extent to just be like, I drove by. Therefore, I'm done researching it, and there we go. This is the first spec pop wingless fly. That's its default. Nubby hit wall trigger. You see this, though? Number 1 hit 10 times is not the best. I'm going to skip that. Every 4 seconds, 2-peg pop toy fish. 2-peg pop toy fish could be useful for a little bit. Like, we hit the 1,000 there, and then things become 1,000. See? See? That's kind of cool, actually. That's a cool fish right there, dude. That's a cool fish. It kind of negates the entire purpose of tardigrade, but we're not going to keep fish long term. Because, see, now it's making everything only 16 points, and that's not what we want. We want thousands of points. You got loot. I bet I do. Second waffle? Dude, happy breakfast, dude. Second waffle. See, at times like this, it's pretty good. If you can hit the top peg, it's a sick item. 2-peg pop fish, 2-peg pop cheese house. Maybe the thumbnail is the cheesy fish. Right? Maybe we have cheesy fish as the thumbnail. The cheese house, the fish cheese house. Maybe I put the cheese house into the fish's mouth. That would be a funny thumbnail. I'm out here trying to have fun. What about you? I'm weird with stories sometimes. I do apologize that my train of thought is almost professionally derailed. We're gonna be closing. We're gonna be closing the story of the breakfast. End of the story was breakfast was lackluster, not that good. Moving on. The waiter was nice. Not really the best at his job, but he was a nice guy. Kebab, what do you do? 10 halves? I don't think we're not really out here halving stuff. Pickle. See if we get any good rolls on that. 10 halve. 2-peg pop squirmy again. We can evolve the squirmy. Ooh. Upgrade squirmy. Okay. Anyways, yeah. So, breakfast wasn't that great, but we're gonna do a different lunch. We'll do something better for lunch. Maybe I'll bother one of my family members or something and have a decent lunch or something. Maybe call up a friend and be like, "Hey, remember me?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, I remember how you scratched my Kingdom Hearts copy. You know, like 17 years ago." And I'll be like, "Ooh, yeah, sorry about that. You want to buy me lunch?" And they're like, "No, bro." And I'm like, okay, relax. Okay, don't have to fight. Relax. And then they'll be like, "How'd you get my new number?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I got ways. I've got ways." So F1 was good. F1 was really good. It's pretty darn sick. I'm trying to think of, like, I don't want to spoil it too much. I wonder how much retention I hurt by saying, like, I'm gonna spoil F1. I wonder how much retention I diminished. It doesn't really matter. But also, why am I going extra tardigrades with Toy Fish? Well, I think we're gonna retire Toy Fish later, even though it's in the thumbnail. Upgrade cheese house? You shouldn't have. Did you hear that burp? That was the weirdest burp of all time. Strawberry. Look at all these investments. Look at all these freaking investments, dude. Look at that. Ooh. Copy an item, huh? Nice. And then this. Yeah. Yep. Pretty good. Item 3 triggers 5 times. That's broken. We're never gonna lose now. We literally can't lose now. Is that a 2-peg pop? 2-peg halve. Everyone's waiting, like, okay, talk about The F1 movie. I know. I'm just so focused on this build. Look at that. Look how good this is. Look at that. Mega super score. I know, right? That's so good. Laser pointer, what do you do? Slot 6 triggers 4 times? I see. Laser pointer can be retired someday. Okay. Mayhem round. Watch out. Mayhem round, everybody. Watch out. There's a lot of mayhem going around now. What was I saying? Something about F1? It was good. Dude, F1 inspired me a lot to speed on the roads. No, I'm kidding. Although I did drive home a little fast. I'm one of those people who get a little inspired when I go to the movies, and I think that means I live with passion. I don't know what you think it means. How did we still win that? Probably because we got 4 triggers of asbestos. I don't know. All right, let's retire laser pointer. I don't know what we're gonna replace it with though. Another dancing dino. A cactus. Can we get some reroll pickles? Thank you. Got some more reroll pickles. That's good. T-block. I mean, we could go another tardigrade, but like legit doesn't matter. Let's go upgraded freaking meat orb. Yeah, let's go meat orb, dude. Let's go chip. Second soup cracker, huh? Nah. I'm good. I'm not running that one. We don't have to run soup cracker again. We good. We're not halving anything. Oh well, we might be with you actually. We'll throw a kebab out in the mix. Not that it matters. Ka-chow. Well, if we win this, 10 points to Gryffindor. Honestly, 10 points to Gryffindor. Imagine that this was item 6. Oh, it is item 3. Triggers 5 times. Interesting. I was going to say something else improperly. Bananas, bananas, bananas. It goes bananas. Now, I'll talk about F1. Okay, guys, I'll talk about F1. I'll talk about it. So, it was Brad Pitt, right? Pretty sure it was Brad Pitt. Let me Google it. F1 movie. Why are you listing director, producer, and screenplay first? List actor. Yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah. That's what I thought. And then I don't want to pronounce his name wrong. Damson Idris. I've seen him before. Was he in Get Out? Or I don't know if he was in Get Out or maybe a Black Mirror episode. What have you been in? He's super freaking familiar. What are you in, bro? Where's your IMDb? Here you go. He was freaking great in F1. Known for farming Snowfall, Outside the Wire. What else? Twilight Zone? Interesting. Yeah, Black Mirror. Yeah. Yes. He was Yes! It was from Smithereens. He was in the Black Mirror episode. I freaking knew it was something like stressful. I knew it. In my brain, I was like, I know this dude from something stressful. Smithereens, one of my favorite episodes of Black Mirror. If you haven't seen Black Mirror, you guys need to see Black Mirror. But this guy was in Smithereens. The episode of Smithereens was a guy who was like super upset with like a social media because it distracted him. I don't want to spoil it, but he was distracted so much by social media it messed up his life essentially. Anyways, you gotta watch it. Super, super good. Anyways, this dude, Damson Idris. Super good. He was amazing in F1. He played one of the drivers on the team with Brad Pitt. And he played a really great character in a Black Mirror episode. So you guys should watch that for sure. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know what's going on right now on my board. Gotta be completely real with you. This is very interesting. Do a little bit of a screenshot. Is it accelerating? Anyways, it was a good movie. It was very, very, very good. Why did we not win? We need you to trigger 4 times. You did. I don't know what happened. Huh. Anyways, my broskies, I gotta go hop on a trampoline. So, ooh, a happy seal that does halving and is triggered by itself. What do we have that triggered by halving? Nothing. Oh well, kebab. Do I want an upgraded seal that's self-sustaining? Not really. I think we ballin'. Straws! I love straws. But I love Chef. 4 halves for slot 3. I just bought it to buy it. We didn't need it. We didn't need it, and it's not going to help us at all. Send it. Ooh, $250,000. Duplicate that $250,000. Amazing. How were you going infinite a moment ago? We must have hit a part. We must have hit a point where, like, something happened. Reroll that. $250,000. There we go. Amazing. Moldy! Moldy! What is it? Moldy, you never talked about F1. You keep barely talking about it. And then not talking about it. Okay, hold up. It was good. I don't want to give real spoilers, but I guess I already gave a spoiler alert, so like it doesn't really matter. But essentially there was I don't want to spoil it too much. Go see it. Go see it. It was outrageously inspiring. Outrageously inspiring. And just go freaking watch. Just go watch it. There's a part of it where the younger driver, the younger driver was, he's kind of like a little bit of a young, cocky, like, driver, you know what I mean? Young, arrogant bro. You know what I mean? A little bit of a young, arrogant dude, you know, it just happens. And then the older guy is definitely also heavily arrogant in his own ways, of course, because he's, you know, he's like a rock star vibe. You know, he's like a cowboy rock star type vibe. So he obviously does his own. What am I destroying? Upgrade rightmost. I wanted to upgrade fish. Don't know if I needed it, but I did it. One of the scenes that stuck with me was the guy has got to go, the younger dude's got to go to like some social media something or other. He's got to go pay attention to the fans or something, blah, 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 blah. And then the older guy is like, that's just noise, man. Like, that's just noise. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, that's just noise. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And of course, the kid didn't really care. The younger dude didn't really care about, you know, what the older guy said at the moment, right? And he was like, I don't know what he said exactly, but like he cared about like the social media aspect of the profession a lot. And then the older dude, Brad Pitt's character, goes, you know, he goes like, that's just noise. You know, he's like, you should just worry about the driving, essentially, right? I missed the million point. We'll just let it fizzle out until it wins. There we go. Anyways. Yeah. So So dude, I'm sorry that my train of thought is so bad. I'm literally like interested. I'm very, very interested in this run. So I'm like distracted by my own gameplay. It's an interesting run. I don't know. I've never built a setup like this. I'm so sorry. I know that part of why you're here is for the commentary. I hope it's not been too bad. Anyway, so in the movie, let me pause for a moment. So in the movie, let's pause. So in the movie, let's enjoy this pause screen, this beautiful pause screen with the most poisonous can of SpaghettiOs ever jumping around with the meatballs in the SpaghettiOs. Anyways, so in the movie, the younger driver is like obsessed. He's not obsessed. More so his manager is obsessed with like the social media aspect and the followers and everything. And then the older guy goes like, that's just noise, right? And then of course the younger guy's like not receptive to that advice in the beginning, right? It takes like the whole movie for them to grow a bond. That's obvious that they would grow a bond. That's not much of a spoiler that they would not like each other at first and then grow a bond later. Of course, of course. A lot of cool stuff happens. A great movie. Very entertaining. And then towards the end, the social media manager is like, hey man, you gotta go. Hey JP, you gotta go do this. You gotta go do this little meeting, or we gotta, get ready for this. And he goes, I got a race to win. Or something like this. He goes like, I got a race to win. He goes like, that's just noise. And he's like, what? He goes like, they care about the fans. Obviously, they're not just going like, hey, we don't like fans. They're more so going like, I'm a driver. I need to focus on the driving. If I'm so focused on like the media, not just like the fans, but more so like people interviewing you, like all the interviews and all these talk shows and this kind of like, the fans want to see you drive. Cause like the older guy ended up growing like a lot of fans, and people were showing up with like pictures of his face printed out, which made the younger guy kind of jealous at times. But it's like he wasn't going around doing these press conferences and blah, blah, blah. And the fans still came because the fans want to see what you do. They want to see you live your passion. They want to see you drive, right? So the younger dude towards the end of the movie goes, oh, that the media is just noise. He's like, I got a race to win, And the social media manager he's got is like basically along the lines of like, he goes like, oh, I think his mom actually, the younger driver's mom is like, you heard the man. And then the manager's like, all right, bro. He goes, you're the boss, like that's that. But he's, he says it in a cool way. He's not like offended. He dabs him up or shakes his hand or whatever. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. Anyways, good movie, dude. So like the way I take it, ooh, 2-peg pop finger puppet. The way I take it is something I've kind of done for a while, where it's like, I've had this YouTube channel for years, right? I've had this YouTube channel for years, and we're approaching 50,000 subscribers, which is something that most people never get to. But my mind is just like, oh, you suck, you're a failure. How do you not have 100,000? How do you not have 1 million? Well, I've done a lot of things. I've been inconsistent a lot of the time. I've not played the most popular games at certain times. Nubby's is amazing. No shade to Nubby's at all. It's new, it's popular, it's popping, and I love it. And I'm like, quote unquote, unofficially like one of the faces of it. I would say, right? I would say. So I got there's a bologna sandwich literally with my face on it. There's a moldy sandwich literally, anyways. So I'm thinking, I go like, oh, obviously like this is a good game to play, whatever. But a lot of the times I wasn't, I wasn't the most focused or dedicated to different parts of like running a channel. So of course there's reasons I can dissect reasons why I'm not more successful than I am. Like I can tell you a million reasons why I could have been better, right? But there's the side of it where there's the stress of there's a side of it where there's like just the stress of the number, and it's like, I appreciate when you guys comment. Okay, this is not like some baloney where I'm like pretending to care in order to blah blah blah. No, like when people comment something, like let me pull up a comment really quick. There were a few recently that I really liked. You guys can't see this, but I'll read it out to you. Are these all the ones I haven't responded to? Where's all of them? Why is it doing this? Oh, there are a lot. There are a lot of comments held for review. Oh my god. Just retire Pedro Unk. That's pretty funny. That's really funny. Everyone always talks about how perfect Pedro is, but no one talks about how asbestos feels. That was another one that made me chuckle. You know? I don't know. It's not showing me the ones. I don't have the filter on. That's like ones I haven't responded to or whatever. You know? There's a filter where it's like ones you haven't responded to. That's not on. Okay, here we go. I fixed it. Okay. This one's good. From Pie Master 6512. I unironically really enjoy the morning routine videos. It's maybe a bit parasocial, but I find it comforting to hear about someone else's routine. I completely agree. It's definitely parasocial. I gave that one a heart. It's definitely parasocial, right? But as long as you're conscious about being crazy, it makes you less crazy, right? Is that a thing? Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't at all, right? But yeah, it's like the moral of the story is comments like that. I do actually really enjoy. I do really enjoy comments like that. So I'm not calling you guys who care about the channel and are here really enjoying it. I'm not calling you noise. The noise is just the raw number. When I open my phone and I check the YouTube Studio app and I see, oh, this video didn't even get 1,000 views, right? And then I feel bad. That's noise. All I can do is focus on me and focus on making the video and trying to entertain you. I want to make a good product in my way with my vibe and like my style and whatever. I can only focus on that. I can't focus on how many views I get. That's just gravy. For example, one of my videos has 800,000 views, right? And another one has 700,000. Another one from a while ago has 500,000 from one of my Infinite Craft videos. And it's like, that's great. That's awesome. But like, I didn't do that on purpose. I uploaded those videos with a similar vibe I'm uploading now. Why did that one get 200,000 more views than this one? I don't know. Timing? Luck? I don't know. I don't really know. I wish I could tell you I have the answers. I don't have the answers. So I'm just going to focus on driving. You know? I got a race to win. I'm going to focus on driving. I'm not going to focus too much on the noise. You know? And again, to be extra clear, I will be reading comments. And if I don't get too many comments, sometimes I will be like, oh, that kind of sucks. But every single comment matters. Unless they just say first. Those don't matter. Those don't matter. Anything else, even hate comments matter more. If you want to matter in my comment section, be the first one to comment something meaningful. Don't be the first one to comment first. And I'm pretty sure we're going to get like 7,000 comments up first. But like, at least it's as a joke. At least it's ironic at that point. You know, at least there's that level of comedy, to it. But, ooh, soup crackers. Anyways, hopefully I didn't derail this video too much with the kind of breaking the fourth wall kind of scene, right there. But if 2 or 3 of you enjoyed it, then what's up, good to hear it. But yeah, that is so beautiful. Look how many monstrosities we can get. We can fill the board. Look. Look, 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 look. This looks like the inside of my, my sinuses. And then all the blood checks out. Checks out soon. 4 mil. Copy that. Copy that, bro. You know, I probably don't need 2 squids. Or I probably don't need 2 of him. Every 1 second squid. So you just pop in a second. That sounds good. I never read the squid. I just assumed it was good. Chaotic perk. Why not? Ka-chow. I might have done an absolutely horrible job of explaining why the movie mattered to me, but you should go see it. You should definitely go see it. Or if you can't afford to go see it, blah, 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 then maybe when it comes out and it's like rentable online or viewable online, just pay the like $4 to rent it for a couple hours or whatever. I'd watch it for sure. It's a good one. I respect it. I think it was a good one. Can we not lose, please? I would very much like to not lose. I mean, we can let this run and we won't lose. We'll just let it run. It's gonna take too long. Bro, you were so close. I know, but watch this. I got very kind of sentimental and honest for a moment there. My social media manager is telling me right now it would be a good time to say if you want to support the channel in about a week or 2 when I'm done healing from my nose surgery and I'm streaming more. A great way to support the channel is subscribing on Twitch. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program. Mysterious door appears. Let's use a key, dude. Ooh, mannequin head. That's cool. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. That's a freaking Jake the Snake if I've ever seen one. A Jake the Snake that's self-triggering? No shot, bro. Look at this one. That one is not... What is going on? Are the fish? Jake is like fighting the fish. I don't even know what's happening. Egg? Okay, I need to... Okay, I know what I need to do. To take this build to the next level, we have to replace Monstrosity with something that summons after Nubby dies. Like Jax. If we replace Monstrosity with Jax, we're going to the moon. Even though we're already among the stars, we do need to go to the moon. How far away are we from a shop? Around 70, I think, maybe? Maybe around 69? How have I beaten the game 200 times and not yet remembered where... Oh, it was 70. I'm right. Billion. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You've got loot? I bet I do, man. Thanks for letting me know. I love it. It's so interesting to watch. It's just Jake going freaking ham, dude. All right, we need Jax or something. Or this works too. Summoning item. This works. This works very well too. Oh, this doesn't summon. This emits. This doesn't work. I don't think. This is summoning. That works actually. Might have to do it. We would take straw, but we told ourselves we're not allowed to buy straw today. This will just go forever. This is an infinite Jake asbestos build. It'll never stop. Right? Am I wrong? I think it'll never stop. Should we upgrade something? Nah. We're definitely putting cheese house. Yeah, we're definitely putting fish eating the cheese house as the thumbnail. But this is a crazy asbestos Jake build as well. And there we go. There's our upgrade for asbestos, dude. So honestly, it doesn't matter what we double. Once the fish fizzles out, then we go here, and then it's infinite asbestos Jake. This build, let's go to round 100. Let's go to round 100. I think this build never loses. This build never loses. Now, I do have to pre-record another like 5 episodes so that I have time to heal from my surgery. But we're going to take this one to round 100. I think we have some good vibes today. Like right now, I think we got some good vibes, so we're going to keep them going. But also, I want to see this take us to round 100 with absolutely no trouble. I guarantee this is a build that could take you to 1 million. It's impossible to lose. It's physically impossible to lose this. I think we should do a video when I'm done with my surgery. Would you leave a comment down below if this sounds like a fun idea? When I'm done with my septum surgery and I'm streaming again, do you guys think it would be fun to do a stream where we try to get to round 1,000? It'll be a long upload. It'll probably be like I don't even know, like a 4-hour upload. Would that be fun? Let me know. Let me know. I think it'd be pretty sick. I'd be happy to do it. Just yap the whole time, you know? Ooh. It's so pretty. Okay. Back to the laser pointer, huh? Back to the lab again. Look at these two dudes dancing, dude. They're freaking rocking out, man. Oh, he's doing it too, dude. That's pretty sick. You should have eaten that after eating that. I know. Fava bean. Jumble. Hit it up, bro. You know how easily we could retire both fish? You know how easily we could retire this? We actually could just do this and make it stronger. We honestly could do this and make it stronger. Legit? I bet I could copy a small number and win easy. I missed the smallest number, but we still won easily, of course. See if we can hit the smallest number. 16's there. Where'd it go? Right there. Ready? Now let's see if we win. Oh, what happened? Oh, what happened? Dude, asbestos, man. You get 2 upgraded asbestos, firing off 60 times a piece. It's insane. I don't want to retire fish. I see the squid. I don't want to retire fish. Fish is in the thumbnail. I think. Maybe he's not. I don't know. I'm not my thumbnail maker. So I don't know if it's making it there. You know? And everyone goes, aren't you your thumbnail maker? Yeah, I don't know why I said that. It's a joke. I'm not my editor. That guy's a... Well, like... I was gonna say he's a rude guy. That editor dude. I try to tell my editor like, hey, use more CGI. And he's like, I use a ton. And I'm like, I know, I can tell, but like, gotta do better, you know? And then he's like, well, you gotta make thumbnails better. And then I go, I make good thumbnails. They're good. They're unique. They're different. And he goes, why are you in your white album phase right now? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he goes like, when a band makes albums that are just white covers. And I'm like, I don't know, I like them. Leave me alone, bro. Why are you talking to me like this? Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. We had to get it started. Nubtastic Super Score. Endless mode. We can easily get to round 100. Dude, easily peasily, dude. Oh, and then I get to put round 100 in the title or thumbnail or something. Yes, dude. Yes. Yes. That's the way to do it, man. It's all about thumbnail and title, man. It's all about thumbnail and title. And then it's also all about your video's content. And then it's all about your attitude. And then it's also all about having a cool desk. And then it's also all about making sure your equipment doesn't suck. And then it's all about using your equipment, even if it sucks, really well, because you have to. It's the artist who blames his tools sucks. You know what I mean? But also don't have sucky tools. But also don't blame your sucky tools if you suck. But also, why would you have sucky tools? But also, copy the 8 billion. Are you kidding me? We just need to survive. It doesn't matter about copying stuff. It just matters about surviving for a while. There we go. See? That's all we needed. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I don't want a tart lard. What we got in this rerolls? Nope. I'm looking for like ultra rare items. I'm looking for like a 3D glasses. I need some 3D glasses type stuff right now. $8 Billy? 8 freaking Billy, dude. Round 87. We're obviously freaking on top of the world, A. I'm on top of the world, A. Right? Of course. You broke the game. Dude, heck yeah, man. Uh-oh. I'm on top of the world, A. I'm on top of the world, A. Ooh. Are you kidding me? It's the 5-peg Hal Void perk? That's really good. Mega Super Score. Anyways. What do we want? We don't want to do anything. We don't want to move anything around. We're freaking on top of the world A, dude. Fava Bean? Jumble? Rat? Chip? I'm excited for new updates at Nubby's, by the way. In case anyone's wondering, I am very excited about new updates. There's some new updates coming down the pipeline, most likely. And what I heard, someone said something about a food change or something, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I honestly can't. I can't wait. Except I totally can. This is a good summoner for post-mortem. I'd like to test it out. I think we could do it without asbestos. I think this would work. I think this will work. If I just broke the game, oops. Or broke the build, I should say. I almost think this is better. I almost think that's better. Yeah. I think that's better. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I meant to do. Yeah, for sure. The difference is toy fish will never fizzle out because we're popping pegs still. That's what it was. That's the difference. But that's still fine, man. That's still fine. Bum 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 bum. Oh, I found out yesterday that my childhood friend's parents got divorced. I thought their dad died, dude. I just stopped seeing him someday. I thought they died, and I was not going to be the one to ask. No, they got divorced. I had no idea. I had no clue. I was, safe to say, I was clueless. I had no clue. All right, $5 says there's a perk in one of these right here. This one or this one. $5 says there's a perk. You're not a perk. Friendly Rock. Come on. Come on. No! 2 Friendly Rocks? You little troll! You little freaking troll, bro! What are you doing? What do you think you... Don't freaking look at me like that, bro. Don't freaking act. Don't be like that, bro. Don't be like that. That's messed up, man. That little face, dude. Did you see that? Who does he think he is? Who does that guy really think he is? Like, we can't be having him act like that, man. We can't. Someone's gotta calm Friendly Rock down. He can't be that confident. Next thing we know, Friendly Rock's gonna take over the world or something, dude. He's got too much confidence. Why'd I jumble so much? What's going on? We lagged? We're on round 97. We just need to live a little bit more and we're good. We can end the video on round 100, okay? Beach balls are fun. 69? Blue tardigrade, 69. Yellow fish, 69. Nice. This build is like a car, bro. This build is like a car. When it gets started, it gets going. 2 toy fishes, huh? Oh! There we go. Should we beat round 99? Or sorry, should we beat round 100? Should we end it here or just beat this round? We'll beat this round. Copy the Billy. Nice. Let's see what the last perk is. Zombie. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. It definitely was a little different, but I do hope you enjoyed your time here. The 49 minutes it's going to be about. And if you watch the entire thing, please make sure to smash that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that I matter. All right? And I'm going to not look at how many likes, because that's just noise. But I will think about what I can control, which is reminding you guys that, hey, you should hit that like button. It helps us out. All right. I will see you in the next episode. Peace out. Thanks for watching.
Like and subscribe. Grow the mold army.